You were drinking for 5 years and nothing happened. A re tloela bjala ke re face your demons. Kan wena ka tšone o utlwa bjang Brian?
Imagine a tlogetse bjala Sgebi. Wena
A ke re tlo modimo.
Ema pele malume wena.
Khala motho.
Utlwa ho.
Lennox.
Ema pele ho.
Ba ba problem re ka nna le batho ba ba sa nweng bjala. Ne, mara ba no batho ba ba sa nweng bjala le bona ba no lo lapisa.
Maeli, a re example. Wena ba no wena if no sa ne bjala go bole kae?
Nge ba lawyer.
Or ngebe
Go
go
risk.
wa bona go ya ka Bible ba re he o le modiki o tlono ya di healing.
Au.
Maeli ni.
Nimbanu.
Uthi uNkulunkulu. Uma eli uthi.
Ke ba
Hayi ke mjajo aya.
ure ko Bible.
Say welcome to Majita Monday. Six. Actually, I'm waiting to me over Haxa. Ramona Mary was parapar. Say welcome to Majita Monday. Why is the show here in Majita Blomile? Regabo Blomoka, Monali special to the December. Yeah, chicken, Monado Stelle. Waira, like a come high, Sgebi thingy, young out thingy, my elu thingy. What? I got Lennox thingy. Understand? Marwai zire thoma ka line Sgebi ntsambrua.
Me brange bu utlwile.
Ne.
Nge bo mpone go di status embo rest in peace. Ne re mo rata bjang.
Waya.
Ya no Starbucks sa mo di mo se sa mbe.
Freda.
Ke nyoko go tsamaya.
Yeah.
Bo motso ba. No bona ka bo.
O ra ngere bone o lwane ntwa ye mo.
Nako go ka.
Amara le dale normal. Le chule dale monate pila.
Abe no lo se clever ba no e beta dai o lwane ntwa molemo.
La no ntse go hae o hwetse go wena o le ntwe molemo. Go wena. No lo leng le diraka.
O monate betho.
Me hanyana. Small
Thabela
street
ho
ya
da mfowethu right.
hanyana.
As long as re tsene ka mara 2025 re tsamaya outside. Yanga, how you doing, my dog? Ukahle tata?
Ndikrene ngosiphuthi isidazi.
Ithi nikubulise ngesixhosa kakuhle khonto.
Akho ndibitheni phuthi siginya noba kuyakraka.
Yeah, siyanyamezela mntana. Akho ngxaki.
Injalo phuthi.
Abantu bazawazi kundisibetha njani isixhosa.
Kasibethe.
Ndisibetha kamnandi, sibetha kamanzi ya. Ndiyasithoba mna.
Ingxaki yosibetha ke isixhosa ungasonzakalisi.
Ayisibetha kakuhle
because sinalanto yoba xa usithi sibetha siza konzakalisa.
Hayi nisibetha kakuhle. Yeah.
Kodwa ke njengoba usibetha isixhosa ke khono wethala isipitori.
Yabona ke.
Ke tsene ke noba mona.
Yona nto sifunayo apha ekhaya.
Amdoli.
El Gribo Grimandi. Yeah. Mudimu wa social media. The perfect soccer analyst.
Mfana
Ola
Vinicius.
wonyaka music omuso.
Mfana ba metile ka
Vinicius Junior.
Mfana ba metile ka red card. Ke so hetehile mo aleng.
A bone ka tsene ke borile bana mfana lo no disappoint dai.
O irile go kapile baba a dire se
Ai
ke.
mara wa siena da.
Asena a itse Vinicius Junior wa wa tsokolla mfana la ke ro mona go monthu bana ga re.
Yeah.
Wa tsokolla tare.
So it's the race thing, ne?
Yeah, it's a race thing Vinicius.
Because ape o tshore damana mo etsa so. O e wona tla mo fatshe.
It's European soccer, dog. European soccer's got too much
Yeah,
racism.
because Spain is even worse.
Yeah. Lennox is in the building.
Ita hola.
Advocate Yabasadi.
Automi.
Mr. Minora.
Fan.
You know him.
Mara
Ibile fan na gishile ngere
Ushile nyana miriri la mbona ma. Una le miriri nyana.
Yeah,
Ako
no.
moshile ke nyaka bontsha mfano re na le na re dithaka.
Ya no ne ke re ke nyoko mo tlhakantshetsa deal ya Gillette ba re no ha tshware moya ba re o support-a basadi too much so o tlo re betha ka nako ha ona mosadi wa o berekisa Gillette
Ba e berekisa o nyaka re ngwana o nyaka re fu.
ba re ba berekisa
Ba e
di-cream.
berekisa.
ba re ba berekisa di-creamy
Oh,
creamy
ba
tse wena o
Ka ba nngwe le bolela ka
Wa utlwa wa ba emela.
berekisa.
wa bona wa ba emella bjana
Ba e berekisa.
ke ntho e ke botsang yona gore that's why ba o khiela ko
Ba berekisa
Gillette
V.
nka be no re jamna
Ba berekisa fit.
a ke re wa utlwa
Yeah.
wena Leonard.
O di itse le ka mabitso.
gentlemen a le mpotseng mo how did we get to 7.7 billion in 8 days
Ba yaga ba bolela maaka ba. Ba bolela maaka.
le hana
Nna
bjana
ke spendile 4 lipa fela.
Lennox
Wa jo nna ke le 1.
Lennox re batho ba baholo emanyana
Maybe.
Mara 7.7 billion.
yeah
Yeah, maybe Ukraine 7.7 billion in liters, but some
no
got it confused.
no
What rents?
7.7 billion rands
Ay khone
from what the 23rd to
the first.
no man I think they said the 25th to the 1st
Yeah.
because when they rounded it off it was 1.2 billion a day on alcohol
Awa khona.
But I think it's
Ayakhona.
fair.
ya khona hantle jwang
Fela.
South Africa ebile
Mara, it's fair to say stats ki stats. I'm one person I always believe or stats is just there to push numbers. And no, honestly,
Ere go for example.
stats is there.
Ere go for example e simple. Porilente ho tlile batho ba bakae?
and that's just one event
Go botsa ka one event.
Dino.
Batho ba bakae?
Dino,
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown all white,
All white.
Blom.
And
Blomo every weekend
I'm
every
sure
day in fact Blomo every day short
Yeah,
left
not just
every
it.
day
Yeah, not him playing.
Maxi every day
90% of people
le
coming
Ashma
in
what
back.
every day
Every day.
and this is just Pretoria we're talking about okay
Yeah.
Arba le bo di Sofeng Soweto and Arba le menyanya e tsamayang ka mara Eastern Cape wa ba itse ka mara Eastern Cape ba kholo reka mabotolo ama
Mapelo,
350
Sfuba.
ba reke di case tse
Sfuba.
350
O tla nyaka-
ae sang interrupta ka gore ke bolela ka mathosa tshwara moya ha wa itse ba fetsa ba re ba e announce ba re e botile ndoti e case mfane e botile ndoti
Sfuba.
o tlo bona no maelele batho ba tswa ka dikribane o itse ba le ba reka mabotolo le dikribane same time camera
Sfuba. Kopela re bolela ka dilo tse o di itseng.
Ae,
Ga wana dilo tse o sa di itseng.
ke ma botsa gore a ke di itse.
Ga wana le dilo tsa go
Ke ma botsa gore a ke di itse.
Kan ke
Bolela ka GP.
Ke mkhwenyana le.
o jala kwa mathoseng
Mang.
wena
Ngumxhosa lo mjingo.
Emanyana boss. Emanyana ke jola kwa maxhozeni le
o
mang.
umxhosa by default
Ngumxhosa.
asona le maka so wena
Undlange soqaqana imfengu kwethu.
Bayeke msuthu.
asona le maka so amaxhosa ba hana o sa ba dumedisa akhondo hana o sa mo dumedisa Majita o re mo akhondo
King Rahan.
Sanyamezela tata
Roro ya bahan.
ya a ke re ba nunguna no ka rutla ba accuse
Uyavuma yang.
Kaloku mntakwethu uyayibona la akhondo iyasebenzela thina maxhosa more especially
Asinangxaki
xa
nayo.
njengoba ndilapha nje kule nto le mafias
Yila akhonto.
ukubona uthi ugqitha nje abuthi akhondo ndi-right akhondo yandisebenzela ke
wala
mna ke la.
ntoni
Yeke kuloo ndawo.
akhondo bhuti
Akhondo.
ku-right kulungile
so a shibe ke ba le menyanya brayaka fine Eastern Cape ba na le menyanya ya bona each and every province has got their own cultural a shibe ke ba le manyalo
Aka mo
Wa
Limpopo
understand?
kam.
o twa re lusaka
Wetsala ngolusaka nje. Banyana.
and you know what's ironic like people are going to say on this show Diventors are talking about alcohol while they're drinking you need to know Rukaspedi there's a saying that says vuseka vuija so remo ra boshapa re discussa yona taba e
Rogeza 7.7.
yeah no ria 8 no ke sure fitlhile you know I was chilling le I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mpho and Lebster I'm gonna bring them to the show
Yeah.
one day like ke Majita mang ama discipline nga mo so shaba we third event
Yeah.
they did an event Kabos Mpho in December when I spoke to Mpho I said A lot of people that I know were at the event, but they were disappointed by the fact that Bialabo Fedile Kapel. Sfuba Artomem. Why do right now, as we speak, the whole of South Africa, I na Hennessy VS, by Feditega December, you who said the VSOP and a Leonor ne yellow fella. That's why we ended up opting for honor. Le honor go event na by betty let's talk out to outsource. So this is how much as black people we are investing in alcohol. Wantwara Brayak. Like we are so quick to invest in alcohol. Mutu kono we are socially from January to December. You know I would like December. Now that's why I'm like, okay, what was the purpose of putting, or maybe when an into can't do it to December or
no.
Unyogo bumuma strong. And what's one only say this? Uno bumuma.
Marachale, if it was 7.7 billion, okay, stats or not, but the amount in itself, yatusa prayak. 7.7 billion is a lot.
Ernest Zagaris nanyo.
Mara Sfuba.
South Africa.
Na hana resanwe. Ruiza.
Besides Lennox, like I would like to ask Sfuba because he mentioned a brand like Hennessy that needs staying. What is it about Hennessy in our communities that
It's the status.
then what happens after that?
Iselem danam zabun kale.
We enjoy game.
No. I hear what he's
Madam,
saying.
it's
You
very
understand?
nice.
But
Nami
my question is not really directed at Sfuba directly. However,
It's directed at the society. I
as
get where you're going.
What
yes.
is it about Hennessy?
It's the
Because
status,
I can really tell you now. We had a conversation last week on the first at a park called Barging in Mamelodi. Unfortunately, I don't know the places exactly.
Yeah.
So we had a conversation about the alcohol and how it's consumed within society. You know?
Yes.
And then we got to Hennessy.
Yes.
And you'd find a person who really doesn't know history Hennessy, of which I'm not saying people should know a history of a
research on
certain
the alcohol,
brand.
yes.
Yes, but however, it would be nice to understand a product before you consume it. And then I was like, but you know, you'd find a person who saves from December from December to November an amount or a significant amount of money only to blow it in December by buying about
Yes.
4, 5, 6 bottles at a time.
It's the status, my friends.
It's a lot.
And
It's a
I'll
lot.
explain to you how. We are bona abantu abamnyama. We've got a thing yokufuna ukubonwa.
Street cred mfana rinyakubona.
Yeah, a white guy would walk into a bar and say, give me a double of Macallan. Macallan is almost the same price. But nobody would know that Macallan is that type of, I don't know, is it a cognac or a whiskey? I'm not sure. But it's also of the same expense, I get. But, yeah, and the whole bottle of Macallan in a club and you put it here. People don't even realize that you're drinking a brand that is more than Hennessy. But a person that's actually drinking Macallan, they know what they are drinking.
Yeah.
You understand? They will tell you the texture and everything that's got to do with it.
We
You
know
understand?
mengwaha.
Bruaka we itse le ka mengwaga gore ye ileng gore dese ke ya ngwaga mang. Wa ntlhaloganya? Yeah, rena le ile gore I'm not a rena le ile gore I'm not a cognac person. I would buy Hennessy and put it on the table so that people can see I'm of a certain
Ke
stature.
tsena go lena
Understand?
ke tlhage nwa black label.
Yeah.
Ke le kira le nwa Hennessy. Ke tsena ke nwa Hennessy le.
Yeah.
A ke nyaka le itse go etsa itseng.
Marvan flop e ba mo leng gore tshwantse o e reke. That's why batho ba khona o ikgokela ba le 8.
Oh, o e rekileng o tla e reka ke tsene nna ke nwa black label.
Hennessy e tshwana le Wiener Kos.
Auswek.
Onur.
Batla ba le ba rena.
But
Batho ba rena ba dikgethe tsa rough dance. Ya o itse ro ya kae? O itse nna di metaphor tsa o di tshwara ka pele.
O ya ke tleleng.
I think just like you mentioned Eastern Cape and drinking and I would, how do I put this in simple
Close.
understanding or closer?
Ewe.
You mentioned the NS, you know, and I sometimes would wonder that the people that do drink Hennessy, or Majita kasi, when they drink Hennessy, what goes on in their minds? Because sometimes you'll find three, four, 5 guys on one bottle and drinking that just for creating the hype around the bottle.
Kaloku
Well,
yanga,
well, look-
Mamela, and this will figure a Jack Buddha wherever you guys are sitting. Jin Fumana need two. You have a bottle of Hennessy. Ne? Normally, I'll just join you. Ne? A normal person who's out in my figure, yena, afage any body. Ne? But another person will just come and get a glass and mix. Ipele kulondawo.
The thing is, Nakoda, wait, we need to separate this from where we are going. I know where you guys are going. I like Hennessy personally. Understand? I like it for the texture. I like it for the fact that there was a time when I drank a lot of Hennessy for the whole night. And when I woke up, I was sitting like this. Hennessy enough for 9 above. Understand? I started realizing why most people, if they are consistent Hennessy drinkers, why they like it. There's people who drink Hennessy everywhere they go. But nagapelan lewo. Understand? I compromise. Even like I mix it like the tonic or ing. We nyaka ka metsi or ka di ice. Omungo kono sharp on the rocks. Understand? But it's names that I cannot mention. It's but why it haga fika. A una or onwan tongwe kantle le Hennessy. A uno rebile ba ro compromise. Hey steak I chance as vain la agna Hennessy. Understand? Simple. Ibila ha tlo nganga le na ha tlo ira. Ke motho e leng
Motho wa hanwa ka December.
Ah,
Or ke party ya ba ba sentse.
I chale uno le VSOP.
Party ya ba ba
Relax.
sentse tsela di fedile.
Uno le VSOP. chale.
Oh, hayi.
Relax.
Asibonga.
Zakatse ya di tshwana. Zakatse ya di tshwana.
Hayi asibonga.
Una le rena re ba di
Oh, una lena?
95. Hona le ba o lwela.
Oh,
And then ba o lwela.
O mo ba lwela.
Ba phela ba iphuthuma.
Ba le re.
Yeah,
Okay.
ke mahari.
Abanya ku easy price.
Ba bitsa fela.
Yazi,
Yeah.
what I'm picking up from this conversation, going forward, I like how you guys are praising it and are putting it there. Not praising it in a bad way. Or mhlambi praising it might sound like an understatement from me, but how you guys are actually, you guys buy it. But what the sad thing is that you find now one person, Bafetu, I believe in. I don't like seeing people struggle, and I don't like seeing people struggle because of status.
True.
I would like to, and unfortunately, society would always have a say, and people would go with the say of a society. And it will always be sad to hear these conversations that you guys are having from a person who would then drink that bottle only from Maslanganise Majita and buy it.
Meaning that person doesn't afford.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then the very same person who doesn't afford it, the day the guy gets from a very heavy, hard day at
Spanish
work,
serious.
you understand now?
Yeah.
They walk into Tops, Checkers, whatever, liquor store, ati ngfuna that bottle. And he would be there with people who would understand what this guy is really having it hard. But I feel that sometimes Tina as Amachita, we don't really guide one another towards a direction of which I know your answer, I think I can
Nah, you
see
don't.
it coming.
So-
Nah, you don't.
So wait,
you
in
don't.
Fananaleyo, do you think it's a problem yogo's prove Majideni, or is it a problem ya konje ngumdo selutwana?
No, it's not that.
It
That's
can
why
be
floating.
both.
that's why he tried to determine my answer and he won't.
It can be both.
Let me answer you correctly, and I'm gonna take it deeper than what you
And
think.
please don't chow me,
Guys,
gents. It's
no,
my
I'm not
first
showing.
time
No,
here.
no. I'm just showing you an opinion, my friend. Guys, we are troubled.
We are indeed.
We are troubled, and we are so troubled that we're trying to hide away from our problems in the name of really grooviest. You understand? And when we are troubled in that way, whenever you are alone, wa feel mabota ampita ntsakonna marke tshwerzaga erike kwa. Go tletseng batho. Then when you get to go tletseng batho, you seek validation, and when you seek validation, that's when you need to buy expensive alcohol so that all eyes can be on you. I know guys who are kgonang go reka VSOP a reka le VS a reka Astropeste 6 and a nwe dilo tseo tsona dilo tsa di rekileng a dino
And then on that note,
wa
Sfuba.
ntlhaloganya o rara zang wa e bona wena ntho ke bolelang Brian
No,
and
but
then it goes down to what Maeli was saying now o bitsa bale akere bale ke bale ba ba ilo mo appreciating because o tshwere se
hape o ka se inwe le ko heno.
no.
o ka se nwe le ko a e monate
Ah, ko
kweno
heno a di bue ka yona.
ka re le re wa e shapa e reke kweno o e reka ko Thompson ka
monate ko
6
jarateng.
clipper o e nwe re bona
wa bona
Ya 6 clipper ha e monate.
ya 6 clipper a e monate
Nyakala ya
ye le
point.
monate ke ya 1.4
1.2, yeah.
Mara, wait till the bargaining. Maybe I get I'm just too much or too, I don't know. But wabona, you guys raised the issues right now. Why? In fact, I won't say why, but would it not be nice if ever we were in a community that, like right now, whatever is happening Honamo Blom currently, we would have Majita like yourselves, which batting in society, that when you see Ntwana or Baiza, instead of maybe at the Baile 6, ya Savannah, example, or at the Baile whatever bottle I buy at that certain price, coach, guide, you
do you
understand?
think that
Ah,
boy would
Ugasik.
listen to me
Ugasik.
But remember, sometimes we tend to think things cannot be done because we haven't had that discussion. Yes,
it's
he
not
might
like
not listen
we
to
haven't
you.
tried
Ah,
though.
na bona na kopela o try nna re bona o tla succeed.
It's not like we haven't tried
E ka se
though.
kgonale jo. Wa itse bafana ba ba
So,
wa itse bafana
so
ba.
do you say then, Akehan, I hear what you're saying. So do you say then, or it's fine, let him be?
We're not saying it's fine, let him be. We're just saying let's look deeper into the problems.
Yanga.
We are facing this thing from a top level. Mfano na le problem so no o spend that nyugo mo bialeng and every time o phela tlhapetso because o na le problem. No one is saying but what is the problem?
Jo,
You
bon.
understand? What is going on with this boy? Why can't we see how we can help this boy? You understand? Because you already see the streak that he's going through.
But we
And
will
it doesn't
never
even-
see that.
And it doesn't even happen to boys only. It
Women,
also happens to
young
women as
ladies,
well.
yes.
You understand? That go home, that go from home and go to groove as Nezaga. But what is this person escaping from? He's escaping from the trauma that he's facing in the house. One twar. Una le mandate o moan ha fitla kwa o kra Lennox ke le para o rekile Hennessy re nwa Lennox somehow ra figure out re mo docha bya her padile e ra re tshwantse ke no mo fa mokabelo as well we
Bon,
ha una
bon.
flow. You understand?
Sfuba.
Life goes on.
Sfuba, besides la ga tla o botsa mathata ya bethile skete sa Rafden. So
It's not like you care.
utlwella wena.
Yeah,
say
it's not
no.
like you
Sike.
care.
Claro, le
You
beletsane
understand?
teng.
You are wena o lebelletse skete sa
Wa
Rafden.
understand?
Yanga,
bra.
yanga. O ra no. Ke tsore 10 blog. E ngwa ke diretswa ka. E tsene ka pele ka pele. Bontswa. O yo mpotsa re o go nna re a jo ska re ka Hennessy re ka Black Label le rona Black
Ha
Label.
o tsa chance bile go tshwara
Ah,
ka
manyana.
mahetla bjano re Lennox. Ba ena le special e tswa le di Red Bull tse 6.
No, Mara,
E tla le yona
Mara,
too.
I totally understand you guys where you're coming from. You know, sometimes being a person, you know, you can have your work cut out for you in a sense that sometimes you can try and talk somebody or try and find a young man and try and show him, you understand? Even though you know Hori, it's not gonna work out
It's
that
a
way.
50-50
It's
chance, yeah.
exactly. But sometimes I think, like you said, Sfuba, we are so quick to give up on certain individuals because how they respond to your initiative.
Brian, some of the people don't even realize they are in those problems. You know that there's a person that I told last week, and they only started realizing it when I tell them.
But you
And I
tried
said
to
to
do something.
this person, you've got a pattern. You can't stay in your place for 2 hours. I can call you now and say, where are you? Or I'm in my room. Then the next thing, ke magala sto makeup or post ile o ko kai kai.
But did
Wa
you not try
understand?
and do
O chabela
something
bophelo ba
about it?
ha wena. O ka se nne 3 hours ka mara o ka ti hanga wena.
Anya go nna le
You
yona.
understand? Ntho ha o tshwantse o botse gore nna tshwantse ke e bjale ha fetsa wena o categorize ka gore ke groovist a o nya go face mathata hao until you do and you're going to realize the same thing that I've realized when I went through that phases ke nwa ka tseno ko Blom ke kra medi e nngwe ke a escape ke tswa ka bshiu mathata la sa le teng le o ke mo skepileng ke bothata self Wa understand?
I would
So
say-
as a jive
Blom.
wa jive. Wa understand ne? And when we
and
do
I
go
solve
solve
mathata ka
problem tsa
mathata.
hao.
Wait is for bang rate chaba braga. Ati ngaga ape di deng eki parafina bophelo ba rena mona kwa.
Marban's game until where?
Bona. For no outla ke reng for no.
Yeah.
Ka mkho no re thekelang taba tse tsa hore a re bontshaneng mara for no. Aba emelisen le
A re
tso ba
bontshane ntse re nwa, Charlie.
Aba emelise le tso ba robalang 2 days ba sano byala ka eng. Aba teng.
A re bontshane ntse re nwa Charlie. Ebile re ke bule nka re ya fela.
Mpulele ya ga le nna ke bona. Wa ngre.
So la botsana ra kapko.
Hona so. Etalo.
Marjo, at the end of the day, Sgebi, now all I'm saying is, if you don't take time to face your problems and your traumas as a person, Charlie, ntoka ira 6 years, it's consistent. Ne? Only 6 years when every time ho feel or upitlan sa ka mabota ko hen or ako wena wa tswa o ya go Blom wa bushapa. Again? Now all level you might be an alcoholic who's a jump you are an alcoholic.
Uyo na straight.
It's an escape route.
Mara
And then now we are 7 years down the line, you are doing the same thing and you realize you still got the same problem sitting on the table.
Sfuba, I think I hear what you're saying, but how long or how long will it take for us to blame other people for our problems?
We're not blaming other people. I'm saying face your shit.
But then how
Understand?
exactly?
I'm
I
saying
hear-
face your demons.
But how long will it take for umuntu? Because I believe somebody here right now is hearing us and unora wabala masepa.
Which is fine.
Ranyela.
The problem is a high. I got my own shit to
And
do.
yes, Ranyela, but we probably going through our own shit. Yeah.
I can face it. I can realize or one, I can new. 2, I can more than 3, what the fuck am I doing?
And-
I need to make sure can move and maybe trying to focus. One understand? 3, there's certain people I need to cut out of my circle because they are dead wood.
Yeah.
One understand?
4,
Sharp, Arieng, ke game no.
But then
we
another
fix
thing-
things one by one.
Modi mayo.
Azange kar arnoeng.
And then
Marano.
accept
One
where you
more
are
time.
and what you
Accept
have
it.
and what you
When
don't
I
have
bolela, we bolela
as a
Marano.
mood, as a person.
Abajo.
Flop, but they don't want to accept.
That's why ko botsakere ba try around problem. And the whole try around problem, you wake up in the morning and the problem is still there. Chalo ka no bela ba 40 tao. Ka bshiwo tsuwa bothata bola bomola.
What I said
Understand?
last year, Joe, it's one hey, it's 2025. Okay, so what? It's 2025. 2025 simply means your whatever issues we have. 2025, it's a continuous era of what you had in 2024. You need to deal with what you're dealing with and don't make it other people's problems.
Brian, now this is how I see it. If you are escaping a problem, you already know the solution to it. You're just trying to get around it. And we kira clever problem. O tshwana le motho a o irela mala ha e botsotsi. Tlala e tlo bolaya. Understand? Ko re ke nyoko go botsa story. O tshwana le motho e le gore o tshwere 5 clipper ba re wa bona di ka da ba re ke sa dijo. Or ne ai e re ke tla no le vatiana baby ke ka theo. Wa nyela o tshwere ke tlala re ga dijo.
Ha o teng o ke mo itseng,
Wa
ha o
understand? Tlohela botleba. Wa understand? So if you are gonna go around the problem and say, and most of the people that have mastered going around the problem, they buy tibaga alcohol firstly. Secondly, they are always going to shift blame. Ya marangabe neke ka Sgebi,
Sfuba,
nengabe na
Sfuba
dilo
ya
tsa ka
manyana,
dilo. You understand? They will never say ke na le problem so e re ke itukisetse yon. E phela e shiftiwa ka blame. Now I think kabe neke sa itse boy, I wouldn't be in this situation.
So then
No.
Sfuba o nya gore no re tshwere ke tlala Marano.
Man, Lennox can wena.
General.
O shevile ka laser ya ma
Oh,
eli. Ke na
O nya gore no
What
o
the touch?
tshwere ke tlala mara
What the
tshitso.
Ma
touch?
eli ke na go motsene. O thomile.
Ah o nya gore
You
re
don't
tshitso
even,
nwa.
or maybe ke too metaphoric le nna ke tshwana le ma eli. Ke re mo wena ke re.
Tlapile.
Utlwella ke re mo wena ke re. Most of us, especially as a black nation, when we've got a problem, there's 2 solutions to it. Either we drink too much, or we go around it, or we shift blame. You understand? Motho, yeah, motho a re nkabe ne ise ka Sgebi. Nkabe nna problem e ke sena yona Sgebi o mpolaile. Okay,
Okay, now
fine.
it's
A re you are shifting blame or ke Sgebi. Sgebi is no longer there anymore. What are you doing about this problem?
I'm
o
drinking.
itswetsa pele.
So if
Only
you are
one.
drinking, if that's your solution, fine. Let me tell you something about alcohol. You will drink today, get drunk tomorrow, wake up the next morning, the problem is still there. So we drinking again.
Yeah.
Sharp. Let's drink. One way. 5 years down the line, your life is behind 5 years ago because you were drinking for 5 years and nothing happened.
Le raro re tlohele bjang.
A re tloela bjala ke re face your demons. Kan wena ka tšone o
Ha
utlwa
wa ke a
bjang, Brian?
botsisa hore re tlohele na. Imagine re tlogetse bjala Sgebi. Wena
A
Sgebi.
ke re
Sgebi.
tlo
Sgebi.
modimo.
Ema pele malume wena.
Khala motho.
Utlwa ho.
Lennox.
Ho.
Lennox,
Ema
Lennox.
pele ho.
Lennox. Ai. Wa bona wa thoma wa batla dikhalanyana tsa sepostolo o thoma ke mo manzo di la.
A ke tse. Ke a bitse wa bja pina chobia.
He bana.
And bona wena you've been quiet for some you've been observing into re bolela.
Eh, ke
But
ukwele.
man he still doesn't get hore ke kae.
Nna ke a utlwa hore re mara ke re tlohele na.
A ke re Joe, where did I
Mara wa
say
buile bala.
tlogelang bjala?
bona
No, phela remember
ko mongwe
problem ke
o tshabela
bjana.
bothata ba hae maybe bothata ba ke bona
Yeah, ape
wo mongwe wa ba
Wa bona hore wa e thotse?
a na
Wa
ka
alcoholic.
dang ke go dumela nna ka bolela bjang re utlwa ka molomo wa
O
gago
reng he?
re tla go kreela solution
Tla AA. Hi,
Yeah,
my name is Lennox.
I'm
Hi,
an alcoholic.
Lennox.
I'm an alcoholic.
They don't say it very. They don't say it just. No, they say They start by stuttering. Then someone says, "No, it's okay. You can say it.
It's a safe space.
Everyone, it's a safe space.
So try it.
Everyone
try
in this
it,
room
and
is
then-
going through
yeah.
the same thing. And then when you say, I'm an alcoholic, but yeah.
Nga tsamaya le ba bantši ka mo ka mo nka saya le ba ba baya jwao re ka tlatsa 22 seat.
But this Sfuba, I also think it's very important to also in community, you understand? How we can then try and address this issue. It's a very complex situation. We will never get to win this thing. Bafana.
Mnganam, you-
We will never win it.
Let
And
me
it's
explain.
fact.
Oh,
You
I
would-
think Kauma early chance vessel I'll come back to you, but I've got a point.
Wa bona o thoma o community.
Yeah,
O bolela le bjala.
yeah.
Le community. Sa sokela community le ga bjala. Ba fe di-activity. Ka mara community ha ona activity tse baya. Di-activity tse ka mo community ke bolo, ke groovers, and then engwe ke.
I think.
And then reason you're not dying game.
I think. I want a basketball court. I want a cricket pitch.
I want a cricket pitch.
Did they
I'll-
basketball court thing go library?
What year?
Unfortunately,
What year and who's there?
library has
Who's there?
been turned-
Understand?
Ha mbutsisi ba go botsa ba.
Mara-
What
Ukwela.
is no longer? What
Ukwela
you to
me
play
bra.
ball again?
Eh, hona na le topi mongwe mo selege ba go botsa re hanya ke batho ba tlalla ta.
Yeah.
Ba re hanya ke ntatola.
Yeah, ba re-
Ene o teng ka mola.
O kry ba re o tshwere
Oh,
ski a sa
teng.
go
O tswere ski
basketball
ora
court.
ba ra re hanya ke
Tshwantse le o mo
Aye,
mona.
bolo ha e tladiwe every day.
ona sa le ka na gola ke iputse gore ke nya go gym ke shiane ke bete skipping rope ka tsena ka ta
Ah mara
And
mara
then-
le wena mara ro skipping rope ke ka re no le mola.
oh ke no ba sa kiela ne ke re ke ba
le ka mojareteng ga sebete
Why is it flop again?
Skipping rope.
Basketball
The
ba
moment
dalla
you
ka
start
mara
skipping-
holo.
Ba dalla ka mara
Oh.
ho.
Ba dalla ka mara
Wa
holo.
bona
Anya
le-
ke batho ba
a
tsena ka
call.
Le
moholo.
court, tshwantse a ke
no there's
Yeah.
a court outside not inside a ke bolele ka
No,
inside
mostly ne di
but-
dlala fana ka mohare. Tse tsa ka mohare ke tsone tse ba lwang gore ai batho ba sa tsena ene ntho e
Well,
ya
yeah, ka
community.
mohare, yeah.
Mara bona
Ene
ba
ba re ke-
itlhola
ba re ke
ka re ke ya
community.
hae.
ba re ke
E re
community.
nna ke le bontsheng a ne teng. Eish, e no ba nna matsatsi a. Ba re nna ke analytical ene maele o metaphorical. Mara nna ke e bala ka mokgwa o ke e
wena o
bonang.
reng
A nna ke re ke a e bolela buruana
Alright.
wena. Ba thomile gore ke analytical nako e la ke explain na process ya
man.
di-drugs. Wa understand? No, a couple of people that are calling me. Here's the thing. Location le lengwe le le lengwe, le lengwe le le lengwe. And now I'm speaking facts. Location le lengwe le lengwe le le lengwe. First entrance o tsenang ka lona billboard e leng dark ya bjala. Le lengwe le le lengwe o ka ya kae le kae le kae ngahanetse. Billboard o tlhakanang le yona ya mathomo thomo thomo. E tshwantse be ya bjala. Be it flying fish or when ke bjala. Sa ba pengwe le ngwe le ngwe o tsenang ka mara yona billboard o e kry-ang ke ya investment. Wa ntshwara? So e ra hore it's been a norm hore re tshwantse re no phela re bona taba ya bjala. Okay, ebile a shibe ke iko. Let me finish my point. Section engwe le ngwe ya location e na le bottle store. Every two corner store di jigang ka mara location ko ka se engwe le ngwe ho na le beer race.
Yeah.
Wa ntshwara?
Sport.
So Charlie, how are we not exposed to alcohol? Because this thing is being put in our faces.
Mara
Wa ntshwara? Yes, abar forced ho re inwe. Mara, it's there. It's made to be seen as the right thing to do.
The system
You understand?
was
Yeah,
created.
it's the norm of it all. The minute that you walk in it, to understand, Brian. Then why, Joe? Lo ena he lor non na sabapo. How say na ka social vian? O tanto itu ram. Mo kia vialeg mo. You understand?
Yeah.
How you lot na ka social? Fita police station get transfer. How tena kona ka mo?
Short left.
Diaw. What's what? And we're not
feste.
saying that man must not make business.
Yeah.
You understand? That man is making his business of alcohol. We are just saying that it is all over the place to a point that
can't avoid it.
whether we like it or
can't
not.
avoid it.
You understand?
Ukasita.
Okasen nile Majita 30
Ukasita.
minutes we are no mungar marjo arre ki tunyan.
You
understand?
Sala wena wa tsena ko
Ka
majiding
rebate.
ware. Sala wena wa tsena ko majiding marjo. Ai jo a re tsenti enyana.
Tiye. Unyo fan na tiye.
Abate.
Somara sa ko wena
And funny,
Somara.
Bomang,
Somara sa.
Ngatla ko wena wena wangetsa
mona
tiye wena.
wasina hoka
Ngatla ko wena wangetsa tiye wena.
mona
Ke
botsolo ba ka
Mara
Ba itse
nahana
batho.
Sfuba ka mkho e bolelang ho na le birace nana re butse kereke o wish di kereke di teng
A re utlwa maeli wa bolela.
ke kereke ke birace
Ke la ka tobo go bona
ke kereke ke birace
batho ba kono nna iso ba nnele malibita Majita mangwe bana ba shefa ba bona
Yeah.
ba nne le malibita mola ba bolele ola botse o mongwe ra ha nna jo ke bone mabane mathata hao wa bona ola mme ola wa ka mo next net flop batho ba wa di flop go ntse le batho ba seno le bona bana lo bolela le lunyana tse
Ba lebelela dilo tse di serious.
are wa mona the only go next door o mmone o irile a o hatisitse ntang wa itsunya ka hira o lebelele activity tsa bona a re tsamaya ronya ka Santa re chume ba o hatisitse kore activity tsa bona di thomo ba tse ntshi
libita
di thomo ba tse ntshi di thomo ba tse
ke
ntshi
maeng malibita
malibita so lala
so ga spitori
a fetsa ba re a re ira engwe ba re ke sefenya nyore
Ah, boy, kalama
Barging.
ba re ke sefenya nyore ba faga
so so ke malibita ba ira sefenya nyu
malibita so lala phi
a re ke nna gore le
Bana
bana go ela
shishita.
Eastern Cape go re tolo ga re must watch out for malibita
ejo tla go botsa ene hona le ba bang hape ba berekisa methylated o itse re bana mo ke he a setse a bodumile mara a sa itse re a bonwe bjang
Ba berekisang?
methylated
Spirit.
so
Ke bela ba tshela spirit ka mara yo mate.
wena o jampisa ditaba o mpolaisele bana lo mfagela nyana
O ka sakira supply.
a lela
Eje maro tlhalositse di mano ro tlhakwa ko teng.
botsa jo damense ke a community of their own ke ba bantši o ka no ya wa baetela ke choice ya gore ke nyako he ke na le Sfuba di a boa jo he ke na le Sfuba di a boa ke lebala dilo tse bae a ke banong he ke fitlha ta ntho e bolelang gore re tšhabela mathata re tlamo mara he ke ya ko bale ba tseya bothata bola baka ba bo tshela self raising flower
Wena. Ba bo hodisa.
ba bo hodisa shiba o fika mona di sa to o sa thoma mola a fanwetse ke lo le me OC a mputsise dalite fanonse a mputsisi o krile 80% and when last month o krile 85 ya jo o nyaka re fageta ile engwe delete fan jo ba mo baisisa ke mo patela private school ba mo baisisa bjang o tsena le bole rufela ka ta
Ai wena. Ke bole ru.
ya o tsena le bole ru mara ba mo baisisa
O rara dilo
ba
e
ba tsere
tsona
buka
bjang.
hai ba ba tsere buka hai buka e ne timetse buka e feng phela len a o tiko botsekare ba ba problem re ka nna le batho ba ba sa nweng bjang ne mara ba no batho ba ba sa nweng bjang le bona ba no lo lapisa
Maeli, a re example. Hona ba no wena if no sa ne bjana nko bole kae.
Nge ba lawyer.
or ngebe
Ujo
ko
gore Sgebi ujo gore.
or ngebe
Akere ba o seno bjalo ba lawyer. Ke ra ma iri ke ba. Ye banyana. Yo tantsen tata.
Bon.
a mputsise ne ke tlabe ke nongrea ke betile dede ba re ke das code ke lo kwa go dinokeng ke fora basadi ke ba botse gore ba na le dilo ka mo maleng
Ai api a
O di
strong.
tsa bjang ka jo.
ba re o dintse ka monwana hai monwana o leka wa bona like activity tsa baya di-activity tsa baya tsa batho ba ba leng so di bora he di kata
Ema be o. Monana lo ikane go le kana.
Ema eli bo. Mara ntwe e bolelang ke nnete batho ba o seno bjalo ke bona ba o ropiwa. Ba tsediwa ka didumo.
O ringa.
And ai bo. abantu bjala batho o ka ema so o nwele wena ka tu o nwele o tlhatsa
Enga mutaro wa nyela muruti.
besides
Besides,
o mo tlhatsetsa shara ka
Aganyela muruti antsela ka dumu ke nwele so.
wena o sa o tsena o itse ba reng ba re ntatola a re monyaka mo kereke
O na le madimo.
ha re wela mo o re mothiba bjang
Ba re o na le madimo.
re mothiba bjang ola e tswang ko yena shemo ke satane sela
O re madimo na damane, o itse
So,
eng, eh, ka
nahana.
mangwe a masirap.
ba ba tshelang difatlhego ka dituma a banwa bjala bo a banwa a ba tsuba
Nahana re sa nwe joro ka selo.
braga batho bao ba kgone tseya tšhelete ba ile efa motho o tshwana le nna le maele o ne bolela maaka ko pele
Ba le
gore
sober.
jesu a re
Jesu uthi.
e re medisa matsobjana tšhelete e tla le kamo
Jesu
So e
athi.
tshwana le wena, o itse ha o ka nwa beer wa ya kerekeng, o ka se nehele ka die 50
ga ke ntshe le selo ko kerekeng e ke
O tla ira
a
sure
ke emelele a ke re a ke nyake
50
ba mpone gore ke nwele braga ko nna
51
soka
ranta, o tla ntsha 1 rand.
bo ga nka ya kerekeng ke
Modimo wa
nwele
tlhaloganyo gore aowa, die
ke
5
tlisitse pelo a ka tlisa zaka
Thapise.
ke tlisitse ngono ke ire so ke tsholole gannyane mo
We
fatshe
are created.
mara a re boleleng nnete he re le bafana he re nwa bjala re na mathata re lastaga he re sa le ba banyana kuduma fela ke adolescence ke a o botsa a ona mathata awa jo no na le mathata eng no na le mathata eng mathata eng ona go tho monwa bjala a re bolele
Mathata di pressure a o duma braga.
ya ne se mathata ewa se mathata
Mathata.
So that's why ke botsa batho every day ke re wa bona go ya ka bible wa bona ba re he o le modidi o tlono ya di-healing
Au.
Maeli ni.
Mina no.
Uthi unkulunkulu.
Hayi ke
Uma
mthatha.
uthi.
e bani
Hayi ke mthatha. Ay.
ore ko bible
Bibling.
Uthi uma eli
Ho ya ka
eBhayibhelini
Bible.
bathi.
he o le modidi o tlono ya a ke re ba re o se ka gala wa e hopola mo di-10 commandments
Ba re ska ngala.
ba re o se ka gala
Oh.
and-e he o le modidi o nna o gala
Ka sekgowa e reng?
so o ra gore ka
A ona ro ka se hale phela.
10 commandments re itse ka sekgowa e reng? Halala.
ya ba re o se ka duma o se ka gala
O ska duma ntho a mong ka
o se ka duma
wena.
ntho ya mong ka wena
Do not desire your neighbor's
A ke itse ka sekgowa.
whether your
Belongings.
neighbors belongings
Yeah.
or something.
yeah
But it's in the 10 commandments, is it not?
yeah it's
Ya ore o ska duma
O sa duma
sa
sa-
moahisane wa hao.
yeah and like ba re o sa duma wa itse go duma problem ho le modidi o tlono duma
A mara ke
And o tlo bona gare ke bothata.
Remember go duma ke inspiration.
o tlo bona gare ke bothata and go na le ba bangwe gape he ba nwa bjala a ba nwe bjala go na le ba bangwe e triggera nerve ya tshele
Iban. Ya tshele.
ya wa ema so wanne bana ya Sfuba ka tseno je gan me mo ke a nne so
E wetsa ba.
are 2 glass 3 glass a o no to mona a Sfuba wena wa nye
Yeah.
wena wa nye o re magotomela Hacks o ya guy. Oh, like there are people like that. Wa bona oh, bjala bo ana bothata. Ena bothata ba ke tshele. E tla ile mo yena tshelela a re go e bolela. Maro ana plug.
Le kale phela, this is where now it gets to a point e le hore batho ba bantši ra tlhoyana because na me monana la ne teng a re wa bona motho a ka o botsa gore o tlhoilano le bjala o se tlhole sa dlalla mo ka o fatamana a o rata taimana
O botsa neng?
no o botsa di-emotions tsa hae tsa nnete
go tswile bo yena
ya o tswa bo yena wa mbostana gore wena ntle ke tlhantse ke sa o nyake wena wa ntshwara so now it means na emetse gore a o nwele ntane ka bošiwa tlo re a burua ka tse ke di boletseng
Ne le pause.
ne le pause
Wa
o tshwanetse
nyela.
o botse gore ai burua ka wena o right ko leng
Mara-
ke a e rata le honesty ya gago at least o phala ba ba pretendelang wa
Ka
mbostana
lo botsisana teng ne. O rile kana a rena mathata ne.
A ka re
Re na
a
le
na
mathata.
mathata. A teng mathata mara go na le mongwe
A
situation a se
teng.
tsa mathata.
However, mara direng that's why ke feel wa rena dakis nako engwe ra di contradicta. O buleitse a re a rena mathata. However, ha ba ka e beya ka sekgowa, o kry-a o botsa ke doctor a e beye ka sekgowa. So mara e ke yona. Mara dimana ka tlhaela ra wa gafa wena. Wa nyela o na
O
mathata.
bolela
Wa
taba
itse
gore
tshwana le-
ba re
oh.
o depressed.
Wa
no
understand?
bona wa itse dide e bolela tshwana lentšha no nka o rua ka mmao ka language ya rena so
Yeah.
o lwa
Go ka
mara
nyewa
no nka o
Sgebi.
suna ka re what's up mafaka
Wa ebo. So sometimes
mo le kamo
Exactly.
monate
So sometimes it's how we
Ontshwara.
process
ke le boditsa ka re tshwenya ke sekoa batho ba tloa ba re Sfuba wena wa
Sfuba
hapa
ke problem.
ke le boditsa ka re tshwenya ke sekoa
Exact.
you see where we are
So,
now That's
so
sekoa.
it can all come back to this. Yet we are it or we are even or raibona, but we are so ignorant enough to.
So
Yeah.
so o
Yeah,
nyaka
ka.
mpotsa hore to tell someone hore o na le bothata ba bjala le you have a drinking problem. It's one statement that comes out in two different ways.
Mara a le
Banyela.
mpotseng mo. Ya.
The
Lethe-
moment
o the-
we saw somewhere Doctor Van de Pile, Van de Pile or Varivona, Wanaka, or Die Van de Pilar, yar, broer, you need to fucking stop drinking, or you're gonna fucking die.
Kazaka man.
Wang understand? No, I'm not saying. You would feel
ya
that
kere-
man wang understand.
O bolela nnete ka nako eo.
Mara why re khono tsoha furuhu Lennox ka 5 ya furu. Right? Ata mai ke training kwa ke este fabric ke namela. Aksoni beer. Ke fuluhe bar ke gae okumoro.
Bossman.
Okumoro ka fe.
Thembile.
Okumoro. E ke sno furu okumoro ke change ke namele tse di yang bar ke gae kwa. Bar ke Jimmy Stay.
Yeah.
Ke fitlhe go bereka ka 9 o'clock and then ke bue ka 5 ke nwe ka 7 wa bona gore pila sore alcohol e des go fitlha ko a re age re nwa alcohol batho botlhe ba ba wagetseng ko wena gore ba ile mmereko ko wena ba nwele re lwele
Baganyela.
wa utlwa
O ka se ngahele o tahilwe.
wa utlwa so go ra gore di teng a se wa ga se
Pele alcohol ra iteboga jo.
like
Yeah, hey, lo right.
Wa bona ho ite-
Why o sa pele taimana wa hela ga itebo ha
O iteboga chaisitse.
wa bona
Ejo, o
I
iteboga
can right
chaisa.
tebo.
O iteboga chaisa.
Diamond, hape wena le mothola you've got the same problem in different time frames. Di ba no go itebo ona bya no.
Aua, singana kwa.
Wena o go itebo ho chaisa. So wena o go bela Diamond nako ya right tebo
O
edi.
patela ke nna.
Eh?
O patela ke
A
nna.
fully grown man. Wa ba le bana.
O ka dumela
Wena o
wena.
right bang.
Gore ba wa hele ba tau.
Ah, wena brua ka go down o re le ka ira dilo tseo.
Wa ntshwara.
E seng hanga.
A ba no ba
Wa
chaisitse.
understand? Ha ke ja ke le motho
Nna ebile nka se mind.
Motho a chaisitse
Bona,
haka hae
bona.
hae.
E re ko-
Ha o no bjala ha hae.
Utlwa, ha ke re ha bano ha ke re gore ba nwele mo. Wa ntshwara. Mara the day batho ba lene ba ha go nna ne ba fetsa. Ke ba baetse jwala. Ke ba baetse di beer. Ra nna ra nwa ra besa. Ra celebrate.
Wa ba patela o fella mara.
Eh?
no ba
Au,
ropa
ke
Ba
ba
ropile ke
patetse.
ropa rampi o
Au,
a bitsi.
ba
Au, ke ba
ropa.
patetse.
O minus itse mo yona e dare ka jalo.
O wa file
Ha
o
ke le
fella.
nokara wena.
Ropa ra.
Jo mona ne ke ba leboga gore jo la hetse bana ba ka motse. La hetse bana ba ka le hae. Wa ntshwara.
Dlala mechume a wena
Yeah.
ropa ra.
Ra besa ra ba monate jo, ga ba monate.
So mara
Ya chaya.
Mara
re
guys-
daga bjanta bjala me bracelets re re
Jo, taba bjala ha e dagehe.
a bo botsane teng ngena kae le nno re ka tloa sore te tshware di tao tsa re ra tsena ra reka di 66 tsa di ene ke eng ba tla ba di skete tsa di rough dance ba feta ba sa tle go rena o tlo le bone le no re char
Eh?
a o tsa tsa wa itse thomo filo reng mo ke ntse mo teng a o monate mo na le mo ho man wa itse le re ka jai ba re jo le pantala ka dagi 150 se tla re se re ba dilo 3 bottles
150 the 6.
a ke
The
VIP
five.
no tsena man ho a tshwana
Me
ra laola re fila mola ra laola re nyaka bo lena bja
me brasa la bolela ane teng a re wa itse nna ke na le ane teng ke spanisang ke khono tsena go plekeng bo tlapong bjana a re ke soupa ke re a re ke lebella ngwana o mongwe bjana e nna ke rata gore wa batho ba le ba different a pila mara o different wa understand
Bo MMV.
wa bona o nyoko mpoledisa
Bo
thata
MVV.
o nyoko mpoledisa thata ne
Ya
ba roa nna
botsisa.
fela go TikTok le na ba le tloe
Bo roha le one.
understand a ro nyaka ba le ba a ro lebella o la ba different o sa le soupa ke re a re ke a bo shapa
o nna nda change
ai a re neta e ka fitla mo ilong hore bja la bola bothomo mputso re ke a lekana ko Taikent a re ke starta kara ka zaya ke tlhapetse wa posta a re ai tloela ba le ba pila ke jaka ola o ile gore ke bona ke re hai bola down o re kaya
Bo
under
abushi-
any
bo-
circumstances
o la o nyaka leitlho le lohano mo
ya
bone
mar
pilo
ka re he ke re ke ntse ke
ke ena
wa posta he ke ntse ke ke nwa bjala bola ke nwa bjala bola ke nwa bjala bola ka re ke re tlaps ka re mara mola ke a lekana mola a re ke a starta so mara
Ai wena.
ke tloela le bjala bola mo tafoleng ke tlhapetso bjanong because mo thomong ke risa di-decision tse dingwe tse e leng
Ke ba
gore
bona nkare madoba ke shameng.
wa mfostana ne
Ke a foster.
e mona ke re ne ba mpontsha lo mongwe saterta es vara ke bone a mara mola ne ke sa tlhapelwa ne ba mpotsa ba re mfane ola ha monate mo wa bo
Yeah.
mara podi ya yo tla nyena
Mo ige bo.
ya ka roka e ba roka mo morago ka ra ke mone pila ba re re ya Instagram
Ba re ke mang?
a yena ai wena
Ba
o rata pula di sa wena o tsara
Ke ba
we
mitsa mang? Ba mitsa mang?
Kae?
Nyaka leina nela. Or ke beauty mang?
a se beauty score ei wena mona jo kala Lennox ka Lennox ka jo
Kana
no
ele
mo
ke
bja
president ya
Beauty
basadi
score.
or ke.
mara wa mitsi mana ga nka mmea motla o roa Lennox o tla go roa o tla swaba yo
a se yena o
Oh,
ne
a
ke
se yena.
montsha ke Majita mangwe a ka go
Oh.
sosha wa mbostana ba re jo ba ra phodi ya mothola and it's le nna ke rile ke e bona chala mothola o dangerous o tlhapetse ka moka wa mfostana gape o itse gore joko bja le dinako nngwe le tsona di-decision tse sore di tseya ka lebaka la eng la mabjala wa mfostana bjala bola bjanong bothomo bo ntsha serena
That's
wa
why
mfostana
that's why nna ke prefer o ta ha ke fitla hae.
But gents, let's go deeper, and I'll show you. I want us to go which side of deeper. Now, there's a trend. Ya bana ba ileng gore ke ba banyane le morena. A ke tsore ba irutile ke rena or ke ka mokgwa bona ba feelang gore ba nyako ira. Now there's a trend ya bana ba ileng gore ke ba banyane man. They're not even in their mid-20s. Wa understand
late teens
yeah. Ba ya go mabjaleng ba kra ma autia le ma ele a sa ba rateng ba re ke mapara
Ma groot man.
ba ba rekisa di ice tropez ba ba nwa ba tseana ning somebody else turns up dead.
Yeah.
This is all in the name of alcohol. You understand? Because say hypothetically this person had money. Na ka se nyake dipiri tse di tlang le maele ankere? Or let's say hypothetically this person was not greedy because sometimes o na le ba bangwe ba ya ba na le tšhelete.
a nyako fello
Ba rena ba di rough dance. Yo. O no ya tshwere zaka mara o a itse gore a Sfuba o teng o tlo di bereka.
ka presa
Wa understand?
Oh, le
Mara
ba
bjanong nna he ke le teng ke di bereka at what expense? Ka now it goes back to a wa bona status se ke se postile ka tsone sa mfano mongwe bjana ngwanyana o ntse mo wena modimo mo o tshwere ice tropez mfanola kore ka no ngwala caption ya gore ke rekile bjala bo bokana o sa jaka 3,000 fru because why did the transactions tsa bo go groove gore ke flopo bjang
Hey, mfethu.
di phela di fella mafelong and it's all because of alcohol.
E sa la ra mo kolekela Majita
ka
mfa.
gopola o itsebile ka
E sa la
gopola
ra mo kolekela jo. Fru lenyora le re a ngwana re jo nna ke a nyaka 5 block wa.
Otherwise ke maphodisa
Otherwise
Ke a ba tsaya.
SAPS.
Sfuba, why do we
Let's have a
always
little magic.
have to blame
Na koleka.
alcohol? Why don't we blame the person consuming the alcohol?
It's
Which
because
one?
the decisions that you are taking while you are consuming the alcohol leads you there.
But sometimes
Why
people do
won't those
things-
actions you won't do them sober, but you
But
only do them when
sometimes
you
a
are.
person does something on a clear conscience, knowing very well or they'll blame the alcohol.
Aye, no ways.
wa gopola se kgale ke
People
fetse go
will
bolela
blame
gore go na
the
le
alcohol.
wa o nwa ka tshele a re
Yes,
nna
but why
ke
they
nyako-
do
ke
things
nyako
on a
mo hash.
A re
conscious
ke nyako mo
mind?
nwela.
Go na le
On a conscious
ane mane ka
mind.
metsi wa understand nna no le tom ara ba nong ke a bona ke nyako ba bontsha ba tla nkitsiphi already se tsana le intention
Scuba, it's one alone, example.
Alcohol ya
Mara
go
bano hele so le blame alcohol.
You can't blame alcohol.
alcohol ya mo boost
It's your actions, my
Le ntse nyako
brother.
etsa so, na nyaka
It's
plan.
your
ana le
actions.
tswalo ke le
Lennox.
fieha mara o itse ha pona le ane mano mongwe bola ene ko botsa ntho ngwe simple wa bolaya o no bolaya batho o ba bolaya a le sopa
Ya,
ena le mano mongwe o ira
ke mangola
Aye,
bo
aye.
tšhaba ka Vaseline.
Hey,
Ananias.
Ananias Mate.
Ananias
Yeah,
Mate.
ola now tse sober no.
Solely blame a Vaseline, amo.
Bona.
So I'm saying we need to stop blaming alcohol, gents. You do things on a conscious before you do something. It's already in your mind. You
Bo.
driving, you going to a party, Joe. Wang first start. You know who you're gonna come back. Swansu drive. You can't say I made an accident because I was under the influence of alcohol. You made an accident because you knew hore.
Ke tau ko nyoko ya hae.
So be honest. You can't say. It's the same as rape. It's the same as
dilo tsa tshwana le driving le alcohol o fitla mo la banong re ya go science a ke re wa itse gore mmere wa alcohol you hirang you weekend abyang vision ya how mo is too technical.
You must know your limit.
You must know your limit because how tlhapetswe o tlebe o sa khone bona pila o tlebe o sa tlhole o khone nagana pila
at the end of the day
mara go gona le go nwa o re nna a kilo nagana pila
Maele wa itse go a femba bo
and disagree to agree. At the end of the day, whatever you do, Joe Kitlile, Mo Blom, we had this session. Rabulela. So imagine no hakfeitsa a ke thomo tlhapelwa hi.
se walla bjalo e re butsori o llela o re ho monato o llela o ra nna ke nwele ke ratolla jo ha ke nwele ke ratolla se wa se bete o ba teng mo bja
That thing it's one direct in 1987 khale direct ile teng. You decided to consume bjalo
Ina le bo developer ba
on a
bo.
level ya hore le wena a only cold drink ka mkho you can't gulp.
mara ikona
I'm just making an example.
Asina ukwazi ubiyeka utshwala.
But ekugqibeleni stop
Soze
blaming.
sikwazi.
no
Sometimes you need to then be honest. You are human, my brother. I'm human. You understand? You have your differences. I have my differences. You have your opinions. So do I.
Yes.
So when you do things, it comes back to ownership. Own to the decisions you make.
Yeah, but
you can't
you
play.
see, I've been listening to you guys. You know why I was listening like this?
You can't play.
It's because I realized that you guys don't get how I put this thing. Out here, kunokuba nenkinga. Uyivale ngotshwala. Kunokuba nenkinga. Uthi lenkinga lena mase ngiphuzile. Uyanga ngifuna ukutshela.
Nzesota.
Uyangithola?
So,
So wait. All of these things have got a common denominator, which is
Alcohol.
utshwala. If the alcohol was not there, this person, it means he was not going to know how to deal with this problem, nor approach it. Uyangithola? Phela la we are talking with whether you are dealing with the problem or you are approaching it. Angisho uthi, no, uyanga nginenkinga naye. Mele ngimtshele. Mara uyahlanya. Ngiyombambela iplug bese ngiyamngena. Athi la sekaphuze khona ya wena yanga uyangiropa ucabanga ukuthi mina ngazi futhi ukuthi uyangiropa wena and uyangihleba na kuSgebi. Uyangivostana? Sharp. So we khulumile sonke sizwile angisho. Now fine. How are you going to deal with that problem? Tomorrow you come to us, you are very ashamed of yourself. Now you angisho le yatebe uyiphuzile ayiseko. So kuwe manje. Renta ngakhani mabani no ibiyana. Why is it motho o tlatsa re o tlo bona gore batho ba delusional mo bophilong he ba escape the problem. Motho a re Jonna, I don't know what I said yesterday. Wayaka.
All right, exactly.
Wayaka is a fucking liar because you know very well or it was intentional. Wantwara. Now when I ring Jonna ke tlhapetswe mabane. Ne ke tlhapetswe masepa. Na ibile ke tse gift ka re ba re wena o ruile gift ka mai. Why is it joker ke tendency joko yi?
Exactly. Uyangizwa ngithini mina ngithi Sfuba, we need to stop doing things and blaming alcohol.
So wait.
What I'm saying is ngiyakuzwa ukuthi uthini. Ngiyakuzwa ukuthi uthini.
so re blaming pila mepra
Mamela.
re blame manyana re blaming because alcohol ke yona the easy way out for it but ajo ne ke tauwe
the play.
braga
Action
ba ba ithotetseng ka modiko le lebeleng la dikoloi
Ne ke tauwe mara go budi.
o nando vale motho
e bile o bolela
Right.
o boletse point mola
ano ruta mona ka mokoloi ga fuka botse re ne ke tauwe o no ntho ga mmotsang braga basadi ba di bone bile bona ba ka o botsa tse dintsi ka ne ke tauwe basadi ba
Mara,
a ne ke nwele basadi ba
So why is it easy to accept or negitawe? Ka mkhwa e bolelang ka teng. When o ithutela and all of that. But when it comes to more serious issues,
and banna ba bantshi khale re ba forgive basadi ba ileng gore ba
you will not tshwere
ba
ka
re botsa gore
moroto
bana ba
because
se
ke
ba
bile bjang.
a ka mshiwa
Excuse ya bjang.
and re tselo
Excuse
Okay,
ya
ke
bjang.
ithutele.
Oh,
Wanga se ithutele kwa 6
exactly. Hamba mntakwethu.
yabo.
ke
Hamba za
Majita Monday chale bo
Uno
ko
zanya
ela
wakubo.
wa ilo betha
Skawara.
16 wa bo wa re ka re le teng a re
Dalang music,
But-
listen say.
but
Ah,
guys
arusave.
Ah, you know ba wena o tlile o le insecure ka mohae. E nyaka o relax chale.
Ke first session.
Let go of your insecurities. O relax ka mohae ka.
So otherwise,
Na
ke ala o
na
no re
ntho ke le
botsa.
botsang yona. Na akere alcohol ke bothata. What I'm saying is bothata ke ka mokgwa re bo consumang ka teng. It's too excessive.
Sfuba, as example, wena per week, unwa dambi zegai.
Kunna.
Wena lo one, yes.
Kunna.
Usana Majita.
Statistician general.
Ole one.
Ora kunna.
Ole one, yes.
Kunna.
Or look wena, yes.
Kunna le 6 uka sekri.
Oh.
Hantle jwa.
Unwa ha una le ren.
Eh.
So far una maina ma.
Braya ka nna bjala ko nna ba bora. Ke
Or
ka
sinya
botsa
maina
ba.
ren.
Nna bjala ke bojaka go batho. Ko nna ba bora. Nka se nne bjana nna nka se nne ko nna so go dining room ba re ke reka 6 ke no 6 so ke tlo ipolaya.
Mara na bona Sfuba bo tsia bjang o be le beer tse kana o le
Wa
one.
gafe.
Ah, o ba se be birtse so.
Mona o nwa beer tse kana ke ire bjang ke le go jareteng ke nwa 8 he ke le go nna ke ire.
nna
E manyana
ka se nne ko nna ba re ke lebeletse Netflix ke tshwere 12 ya corona ke a itsena ke a ino ro re fitla biri ya bo 4 ste ke da nne dikoloto tsaka wa sa nya ke go mpatela o la wa unkira snai le different matsatsi ya o thomo actor snacks ko hua mos by the time ke ta biri ya bo 6 ke huile
So how do you unwind lo go ntlung wena?
Nna.
O lemela Netflix wa tsamo
ke no ba nna braya ka Netflix and
Wetsa.
chili
So,
Xbox wa
Lennox sa
mbostana
go botsisa ko wena o teng moloko wa betha moloko ko wena
Moloko a beti kona.
bana o re nneleng go wena
Utlwa.
gape ka nako ngwe mo ga re strateng a re ise strateng ke eng? Re latelela bo moloko le dipikara
ke bia
How do you different?
o na le sound ya hao ko wena o na le sound
Because speakera, le ho na speaker
bo
different.
o na le sound akere
Yeah.
o ka e reka 6 no wa chaisa
Mona der le go ntlung ai
two
mona.
o tauwe botlhoko
Mara der le go.
mara o dumela ntho ke e bolela ka Lennox bona ka jone gore
A ke re ha iteng. Ke re mara ha e monate.
mari ya noeha
Nna
ya noeha e
ke na
mona
le 6 ya.
and considering gore wena ba o mura o itse gore o dwa
Na
botlhoko
6 ke na le yona.
o kry-a o nwa bjana mosadi o la re ebile o nwa monata o ne shebo
Na maybe-
o tloela batho pela
Na maybe kwa kgale thata nna ke kgone o nwa mo gongwe le mo gongwe nna jo.
Ah, straight.
Nna mo gongwe le mo gongwe ke kgone o.
and why did you now this is my opinion ne I remember there was a time ke ntse ko nna ke a bo shapa ke nwa lebotlolo la godons ke a lebetha jo ke a lebetha mola ke thomo tlhapelwa ke bona lebotlolo le la le tla half gauge kore ka kry-a ke te juta one man ke ra no o thoma ba alcoholic o bonwa one man wa postala ka ra no o thoma ba alcoholic o imetswe mfanaka e se kgale wa ipolaya from that day on ka re no more ke nwa bjala ko nna
Ha o sa no go.
why did nna ko nna le ka reka a re maybe ke rekile bjala mabane ke tla groove seng ka boa le 6 so nkampane ka kry-a Majita ba ntse somewhere ko go a 6 ela ka ya ta wa mbostana ka nwela yona ta a o no re ba re o nna one man ka mo ntlong ko
Then
time
it's
ka
for night
ke
different.
thoma 6 ela ke a
Nako
bo
night
shapa
different.
ai
Every day ke chaisa at least one dambi yona go e beta. Kontlung. E one.
o na le flop
Wow na ke na le flop.
why flop why dilo tsa o di nyaka one
Ha se dilo tsa ka di nyaka one. I'm just unwinding.
unwinding every day
Gents, kopelo
every day unwinding
kopelo botsisa.
Every day.
Mara ka
Like-
nako ngwe quencha thirst jo e tonya pele
Mara
quencha
okay,
thirst
kopelo
fela.
botsisa. Has ha re ntse so ne. Have you ever had that kronzi what in
O tso rota no re mo masepeng.
bona but ene ke tlhapile matsoa wa thapile but anyway like why it's that thing or you know the amount of zaga that comes with that drinking and all of that and what you can do mhlambi when ngalo mali kubone at that time sometimes you'd find hore you can go out for 30 minutes you'd spend about 500 600 just for the 30 minutes, you understand? And sometimes, yes, if you are honest enough with yourself, you'll literally beat yourself up at some point, but not as hectic as others would. Otherwise, what I'm trying to say, Mamela, what I'm saying is, imagine you go out of your house, when you've got 6 endly, and then wapuma endlini. What I cut in Tijike, Klambi, your wife asked you to buy something at Silver Lakes. Yeah. But before going there, you pass somewhere. When you get there, and you guys have introduced this culture when you're chilling, only 6, only 12, and then whatever.
Yes.
And then I understand.
Normal.
So
It's normal.
yes. So, but what I'm trying to come to is that have you ever seen when you're not drinking or when you're chilling? I don't know if you guys do have those days. Maybe unzura kajeko akibudumi. And
Yeah.
you see your bank balance or
That's
the
when
money,
you are
the
alone.
cash
That's
in
when
your
you are
pocket.
alone.
No,
Alone
not
how?
when you are
Ulu
alone.
kontlung, ulu
Alone
kontlung.
how?
Lennox,
Ulu
stop
kontlung.
interrupting the man.
Ulu
Alone
kontlung,
how?
oro
Wait, relax,
Eh, makina
relax.
go utlwa oro kontlung,
You
oro
are
ko kae?
interrupting the man and he was coming to a point that I want. Relax.
Wait.
When I was waiting,
Eh, makina go itse oro kontlung, oro ko kae?
No, like what I'm saying is
Where are you,
you
dog?
left the house.
Okay,
At
sure.
home, like you said, upila only 6.
Sure.
You're going to a Majita. We know a Majita, and when you get there, retreats, you know.
Yeah.
And then now when you get there, sometimes you'd find or bra utla utweri 12. Mang understand. And then you know how until Majita for that 4-5 hours, 400 ikono understand out of the blue.
Yeah, sala, yeah.
Yes. So you'd find that week or that day of the week or that 3 days in the week, you don't go Majiteng, you don't spend that 400.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, have you noticed sometimes that alcohol can literally take you out of budget unintentionally?
But this is
Simple,
my point exactly.
That's simple.
That's why we said to you, I cannot understand Mutoko no via Zaga go social link from January to December. I rayo to go via linga December. So no we via lang. Gabe salwa no every month.
Wait, Joe. I'm coming to a point where does it not cross your mind that but you couldn't drink for a week? Why don't you leave this thing?
What?
I
Alcohol?
can't. Ayupala ayufana.
You know why? Why give this? Mabuta. Wait, sometimes I get not sometimes kenalunwa 2. Ke feel ga ra ntla petse ke sharpa ke bunya.
Yeah, chale botlo he.
Yanga,
Mo kwena.
masiyeke
Ne?
kulunda.
Yeah, I
Ah
know.
ne koreka
Mo kwena,
ko.
bro.
Yanga,
Mina
masiyeke
yo mmotsa
kulunda.
something,
Saraka
wa
retsa, o sa ira
engangisa.
group work.
Wa engangisa.
We're a group work.
Mela
A
go
go kwele
go
bua.
botlwe.
Wena bunyake narab sharp.
ka mokgwa e leng boima ka teng batho motho sele a kolobetsa ka 1988 wa tla covid ba re kereke e tswaletse o sa nwa le ka jeno
Awa o ne ile mpia le khale nantsa no
Nil
madala side
excuse
ne le
you,
sa
nil
mo.
excuse.
O ne ntsa no madala side.
next
ne le sa mo.
azangani
Ke ba le ba di spirit, bo di
Yeah,
bo di
aye,
Ultraman,
nentsa no
bo di-
madala side.
ba diphomphoto
Ya ke ba di
Sgebi
dandaria.
emanyana.
Dandaria damanda.
ke a o botsa jo
Mara bafethu, go ba honest, ne? Ke nagana gore our drinking issues di affecta bana ba rena. Our younger generations, ne? Because if you look into stats from 18 to 29, ke bona batho ba bonang more than anybody in South Africa.
Ba rumile ke mang?
A ona mtho wena na stay. O thotla ka point e nngwe mona.
One. So meaning bana ba banyane ke bona ba nwang too much. And most ya bona ba fiwa ke rena Zaga batswadi. Wa ntlalwane. Ho ka lebella mo ka se ngare ko motswadi ke le ngwana sekolo. He ke ya trip. Motswadi tlo mpha Zaga. O mfa scaftini, o mfa le Zaga. Zaga ke tsanga yona re kopana le Majita wa itse di trip e tsala.
But Lennox, I want to add to your point. Ne? These people are running away from childhood traumas. And these traumas are not the same. Because Sgebi, he's 17, he's about to be 18, no feta metric. It's half feta da. Papa is in such Havana 15. Ibile unyetso na le bana ba bang ba babedi. Ha fetsa matric are mo mahai are why John na ne ke nyoko ira engineering are ya ko papa hao Sgebi ayo go ntlung ya papa hae o na le mosadi o mongwe a botse papa hae a re jo ne ke re go study engineering ne ke re first ngane go khono register a mana ra ona flop ke tla o irela mosadi ayo ntse ka he ba tsena ka morumo mosadi o la re o sa ntlwaela blind taimana re mo feseng taimana tshwatsa bua o botsore jo a bona thola le re plan I bereke now it's a whole disappointment for Sgebi o ya ka Brian o ya bya le let me give you another scenario ko mongwe be ana lena she's got aspirations and everything in life that she can never achieve wa understand o juta ke dichomi di re chomi a re bya le ke re go bontsha ane teng e sa re na ke ne Zaga ba relax
Re tla o khava.
understand he ba fika bya leng ba montsha ma eli le Sfuba le boy ke Mapara ma eli le Sfuba le boy ba khono reka man na
o ka no ira example mara o sa ntsentsha mo mapareng
ba khono reka Hennessy ba re
Example tsela di teng.
Yeah.
and here's another fact that we are not facing as South Africans. most ya banyana ba ileng gore they are in those teenage years that you're talking about, going towards adulthood. He ba thoma ba tsena ka mara di club scene ba snezaka ba rekisana. Understand? He ba thoma rekisana, they start sleeping with people that they're not even emotionally attached to. All for the sake ya hore banwane. That thing creates trauma in their brains. You understand? Now the only thing that this person can do now is just drink going forward. One. Drinking going forward, now it boils down to what I was talking to with my sister. Ahora I'm talking to Mara Club. I regale alaba 10,000 and sabato. Honal baba ngo spiritually ba let her go of the tsa bona tsa spina le di ing. And bana ba di jump it out.
Yeah, no.
Understand? That's why mutu khona ba groovist until about 35. A bereke felo I receive. It's because of the soul ties tsa batho ba ileng gore ba monwesa ba moja ba feta. Understand? And have it dilo tseo a re ke bolele, we look past them and we say, hey, henga bolela batho re Sfuba. Mara ke nnete Brian.
Shit happens.
Whatever the things that you are getting involved in, hona ko leng ko teng ko, you must know they impacting on taba ya hao ya hore wena o tsamaya byang ka bophelo. Understand? So at the end of the day, hai a ke itsa re nwe.
Mara ba no ke a di bona ditrauma tsotlhe ne.
Yeah.
Why ke uka no bolela ga engwe ya re ngwana engineering what a she ile tletse headfield ene tletse ka di student and di student tse ba di patella ndia
Ba tsa ka ya o kera
Ba tsaka ezaka.
eng
ya o kera ba
Ba tsaka ezaka bya.
yeah, a ile ka ne lifestyle ya bona.
E ba inwang a se etswa go batswadi.
Ke o tshwara.
ke a hopola date o itse o na le ditrauma tse dingwe ngwana ntata yo chabile 15 years ago one ke re ke bolela ka bale ba shapo ba phasitse go digela ga mko ba phasitse ba kwa go di university ntse hape di phapo tsotlhe tsela ba di ba di rela rena
80% ya ba inwang a se etswa go batswadi.
Maele o tlwella ngwanola o phasitsa kere NFSA ya mo fanta kere o tlhale sekhukhune a itse frontal o thomo e bona ka ba mo kasi he ba ya taono ba mmotsa ba re frontal ke 3,000 a o no ra ka founela papa ya re tate ke khopela 3,000 ke nyoko re ka frontal papa yo re mara ngwana ka o bona o ra ke na le a go fa ya bupi ka bona re le understand then maeli wa fitla wa moropa tshwantsa mo fa ya frontal maeli wa mokokona ka re o ntsha yang ya frontal wa bona re tsama byang ya headfield mfarang
Soma re morutile bophelo.
go papa
aso papa Brian
why when you graduate no why when you graduate tsa o tlhaona not the same places why when you graduate
ba fitile mo le bona. Ba fitile le bona da.
Hona le di graduate hona le magosha a tlang go pele ke ke mara ke bolela nne
No, that's why the character how is strong.
You know, sometimes
wa
people like
Lennox,
Eli,
Lennox,
they
go
put
rekela
it
show.
as it is.
So yeah, the character
Go
how.
papa, go papa.
character ya ke character ya he character ya sa tia ya tia
Behavior ga ro
And
mahosha, but
remember character e tla kae. Gore ho tse byang.
wa bona hona le motho mong vele a hotse boima a ntse hotse boima a re nna ke nyoko le bontshana ka nthongwe le nyoko le bontsha ga le ke te
O nyaka le prove
ba mo flopo a se
No,
bjala
I'll prove
bjano
the point.
a se bjala ke yona diatromelo bolelang ka yona banong e tla ka se se ke nyoko le bontsha
kuduma
Ha e sale ele gore no ke nna. O nyaka prove a point.
Brian, it also boils down to, let me give you an example. It also boils down to taba ya kota. Batho ba bana le pressure ya kota, ba thomile ba iduma. He ba iduma ba inyaka, he ba inyaka ba reka skipa, ba realize gore mo di ma skipa sela go nyaka consistency ya skipa se seo. Ho rekile teke engwe nyaka ye engwe ya nyaka ye engwe ka gore he still ntse ba botlhelle ba dikota bana ba ra wena o na le phetse pedi tsa teke gore botse seo. Wa understand ne? Now you've got pressure now. Wa bona gore 9 to 5 e ka se reke kota e ke nyaka. E re ke bereke mar ke spina kana go one. A ho khona ha le man.
ai ba wa
Understand?
ba le dikota so ba
Same pressure e leng gore banyana ba
ba sa
bantsi.
reka dilo tsa o tu
Same pressure e leng gore banyana ba bantsi ba na le yona Brian. Ka o mongwe wa tsena is var go groovasing. O tkaparetse sa tkaparetseng sona ngwana ba thotlantsa ncenga ka maraba start no pila rena flow. Mara bana ona le ngwanyana mongwe shule kwa o bethile skipa sa Juventus o bethile teke ya Gucci ba rakitse o jake mamang ene o aperile watch ya a re diesel. Ngwanola wa bona ene o itse banyana Brian ka problem ya bona ko duma. A re no tshwantse ke lekane le o.
Yeah.
So,
Mara ho lekana le o e ra gore
Tshwantse ke latlhe.
o mpetha ka nako.
Ra tshwantse ke latlhe.
Tshwantse ke jole le mang le Sgebi ba re ke ena
One
party
time.
mali wa ibona
Yeah,
and
let's
Sgebi
keep
le
it
na fitla o te presenta ka mkhophe
Wa le ka.
o nna ke tshwere saka mane
Wa
bile
senya.
utlwa ba re pari ya wa ina selo Waibon? So now it boils down to that. That's why when we spoke about polygamy, I said only if you have money, you can have as many wives as you want, because it boils down to that. You understand? Because people want to live a better lifestyle. They want to live a lifestyle that suits them. Banyaga diaparo tse dese, banyaga zake dese, banyaga di iPhone
Sfuba,
15 Pro.
why is
You
it-
understand?
Why did the
Kora le
the
dumellana
best,
le
go on, MIL, the best
Ah,
example.
wena
wa
ke a
today.
dumela.
Yeah.
Tsohle ke bolela ke tsamaisana
ke
le wena,
He ke
o
re
e
modidi ya
bolelang.
di eleng la dumela.
Utlwella, le pile- wa bona le pile la ba re keng ba tlo kwata ba re mosadi keng ke le foto
Yeah, waselela.
Wasele.
o ga se
E reng,
itshware
e reng,
ko
yeah.
ba shanisa life
E reng e
Uno
Pinela?
la uno
o no itshellanyana mmina ke
yeah.
Ke nyaka ho e Google,
at
e
the end of the
reng?
day e ya go
Mosadi ke
e ya ko
lefotwana.
re, ka mo potleng tsa hao ke
Mfazi
eng o ka
lentshontsho.
itshollang mo fatshe o re be mo kaufi le wena
Ke di une re koso.
So it goes back to statements or it is what it is.
status
It's
hen-
not. Nah,
status.
It
nah,
is
guys,
what it is.
Now, guys, look, I'm about to conclude, but then now my bottom line is, when I saw the money, I was shocked. I said, we could do a lot better with this money. I mean, there's people who don't have roofs. You know, for us to combine, to combinely as South Africans spend 7.7 billion
In fact.
on something that we cannot account for.
Go on.
How are we different from the government stealing our money?
Nah, that's one.
wa itse mo 7.7 eo ba bale ba ba 10 ba na le di-coast tsa ho match
And on another point, do I wanna buy
Braga,
Bolala
wa
Mathiabia?
itse- wa itse-
You've got a valid point
wa
because
itse ka mokgwa a
because
boletseng a re why
about-
Hennessy ba isa godimo ne ke ba ba kae ba e bethang Hennessy ka o sana tsoa a ja borotho ka jeme
hey,
Simply
and all
because
he,
of
all he
status.
has is
Unile
the
bokae,
stories.
Joe, unile
Sorry,
bokae.
Supply and demand. The supply and
Understand?
demand.
re bo hemetse
So if
Le
by
bo
Nyaga
ma-
Hennessy, it's a price go deep. And that's what happened.
bo e reka
It's expensive, you know, Hennessy.
Mara
Because of
mara
that.
besides net net ko ba ngare ke ya rena botaki re na le problem ya ho reka price.
Yeah.
Problem.
Eo ke problem
yona
ya
ya-
re-
problem ya
ra e
botaki.
reka
Yeah,
price.
and that's
Our
true.
price right Nyaga, Joe.
Ra e reka
Nyaga
price.
That's true.
Ko botsa kana teng engwe simple, you can go and watch uno ya mo Pinterest o check Italian Fashion Week. You don't see people ba pere diteki tse la ba di aparang bo botle mapa.
Oh.
Mara these guys look good. How about butsa bara hempe le ke H&M, le panta ke la Gucci mara hempe ke H&M.
Yes.
Na nyoko matcha, na sa rekela hore
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
it
the-
was
It
color
comes back-
coordination.
It goes back to direng ya
dilo tse
hore-
a se tsa rena mara ke rena di-consumers kore besides bjala ga ba bolela ka dilo tse dintšhi ga ba ka bolela ka dilo tse dintšhi jona re di-best consumers. That's why le ka tšeno dipilisi tsa di-high blood tsa dipilisi di eng di o consuma ke rena ka bontšhi because ke rena di-consumers ge ba re rekisetsa dijo tse di seng sharp re ba bantšhe kere so di o ja ke rena ka bontšhi unlike bona.
Joe, going back to your point, Ashite ya skater sa Louis Vuitton. It made the rounds. Hey, tamano apere Mpongo. By
Yeah,
people that
barge banana.
wang understand
Yeah,
by
but
people
again,
that
so,
don't
yeah.
afford it. By
ebile
the
o bolela
way,
bjana matsatsi a go tsene mabotolo a di-fake
exactly.
jo mare ko rrano
Mara eu khale le teng.
ka mokgwa rena utlwelela
Ba betile le
Hape,
fake.
utlwela,
Hennessy. Hennessy ba rekile fake.
hape the 7.7 gore ba bala di-original ba bala di-fake
Yeah.
because di-fake di are accounted for
Awa, serious. Ke nnete.
ane gwaneo
Ba
Wa
betile le fake.
Ah,
on
maele a re fokotseng ho nwa.
gore di-fake tsona
A re fokotseng, awa.
ye re
No,
go
the thing is, that
A re fokotseng ho
at the
nwa.
end of the day,
a wa ririsa nna ke eno a ke sano
at the end of the day,
Ke fokoditse, mara ke furukitse tlase.
nna ka
At the
botlwela
end of
bjala
the
tla
day,
botshelele Lennox
I'm just saying that
tla botshelele ya ga ke sano bjala 7.7 billion
No, no.
Eh, Joe,
O
ke
phata
change.
7.7.
at the end of the day, I'm just
Eh.
saying, or gents, we can build with this money. Like,
nagana ke setse ka tšhoko
there's a lot of things that we can do. Ho na le hore re ka no ya bjaleng, ra no e raha hona ka
Re
moo.
building.
Mara Joe, there's a system that was a system is there. It was built, but in more, but in
A system
any-
can be changed, Charlie.
No.
Any system
How
can be
how
changed.
long will it take to change? Because we are here, me and you,
It's-
in this
it's-
era.
It's dependent on the people and how they want to change it. A
Unfortunately.
system can be changed.
Unfortunately.
Understand? But if people
My
are
brother,
sticking to the system
My brother,
because they think
let's
it's a
be
system,
honest
it
about
will never
something.
change.
A system will never change because of right now, in youth, me and you, we might have this conversation here now. But if you go back and or go outside,
Younger,
a person
you are not
who's-
youth, man.
We are youth. Now, say youth and send 35.
Are you
good.
still youth?
I'm turning 36 in November, then
Hi,
I'll be
boo.
unyouth. But
Sorry,
however,
sorry,
what I'm
sorry,
trying to
sorry,
say
sorry.
is,
ba boletse
Ay, sorry, sorry.
baru ungahambi
What I'm
nomkhoso
trying- what-
unamanga kabi.
my brother, what I'm trying to say is, umtomnyama can easily be influenced to something that can destroy another black person.
At the end of the day, still their decision.
It is, hence I said, it is what it is.
No one influences you. They put things in front of your face and you make a decision.
And then
One
another
time.
thing is,
That's
Joe,
why na ke phela ke re, na go go strateg. There's no drug that I've ever come across. I think you name it, I know it, I've seen
Me
it, I've
and
been
you
seen it,
right
it's been in my
now.
hand.
didn't take
me
But I
and
never
you
took
sitting
one.
in this
It was
room
your
right
choice.
now.
It was your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
One
Nakona
time.
Lennox, me and you sitting in this room right now, me and you can have that discussion. What about Mgabadeli uhleli phako wabongoku?
Then what would be the purpose of us
my
doing
man,
this
my
show?
man,
We're doing this show
if-
for people like that.
Yes.
Exactly.
Ukuthi bakwazi ukubona into eziso.
Then
Uyangithola?
uyabona, we are building something.
Yeah, we're concluding now. Sgebi conclude that time.
ale menyana ka bjala bafeto
Of Shaf.
bjala re tono bo hemela toto re kry-a ntho e beteri ya go phala bjala fono bjala ke bona
Ke
teng.
metsi.
But
Ah, se
Sgebi,
metsi rano
you're not helping the situation.
o itse wa ke palelwa ko gore nka helpa situation o mongwe ka o sane o kry-a ke sharakane ke nwele tšheletaka ke mmotsa ka mokgolora ka se mpotse seselo ka mesaka modle male yakhe ngeke ungenze
Yeah.
Udle mali yakhe.
tladitse dipotla ka mole ka apa ya ke o botse ka zaka e ka mokgomong bra wa bona zaka re sena yona re na le diplan tse baya jo
E re fihle wena.
no nka o botsa ka re jo Sfuba e re ke kry zaka re thuse ditšhuana Sfuba ke ire
Yeah.
e re ba e tsentse ko accountong yaka wa itse ke irang ke re Sfuba e re ke bone gore ke a nnete ke re 5,000
O
ke re
change
1
location.
1 1 1 e ba bo 5,000
O
mo
change
mmeleng.
location,
cash
mfana.
contant wa utlwa
Ah.
lentswe la cash contant
O change location.
he ke tsena ka mo ka laola utlwa
Yeah.
o mollo mong ka mo ke ngwanaka
Yeah.
a ke re ke a thiba ke
Gina
ira.
bethatsa ane brafan me na ra tshwere
Bra.
zaga ari zange hlaba ngempa menge ka clip.
ha o sa mind jika ka mo ke bethe ka mo le ka
O mo akere ba re na re ntsalelemi ke ba le zaka ye. Ntsalelemi. Ha o tshwara letsogo monwana o bala ka yona.
mara
Ama sepa zaka.
otherwise ko botse ne ke believe gore le system ya rena mo South Africa le batswadi ba rena ba re bontshitse gore bjala ke easy way out nyana for nako eo
Yeah.
angere
Yeah.
ke if itle mona gore it lo sharp tshwanetse re change ntho e iralang mara re changeng re nwanyana man a re sa lwang bola ba o tura mara a re nweng he
Re sa change re le so.
a tlo pala
Re no eat.
be bra ke re wa bona le manyora ba reng ba ntse kae ba fe di-grapes gona kwa ga o namela taxi ya kwa ka
O etsa bjang?
ba fe di-grapes ba ira bjala thomathomba e nanang ke bjala
Yeah. Bona na di grapes ba di mixe le east.
so a re re ke solution akere mara ba re fe ntho e betere e re ka ira
Tango.
mara for no a re nwe
Younger concluder, we leaving. You see these producers, they're looking at me snacks now. So don't take time.
So I honestly think we don't have to make decisions and then base them on because of Biala. No. You make a decision because you wanted to do something. However, you found a scapegoat or Biala. And then another thing I would say is look at your budget or look at your pocket before you wanna go and ball with the big boys because hey, some people got money for days, eh?
There will always be a nigga with a big
Manyana,
big
when I'm
pocket
gonna-
and fun.
Yeah.
When I'm gonna rato for Maeli.
There will always be.
ya wa bona bjala o sa botlogela or wa re a ke bone ka lebaka la gore ke re ko save tšhelete wa itse why ka re go ka palela go ira dilo tse pila o ntse o sa bonwa
boela
o
da.
bonwa thata o bonwa thata a ke re jo he bjala o botlogela make peace le taba gore wena ga o sa nwa bjala
Ntho e
And
bolelang,
e
it
seng for
sounds
no
like a
reason.
joke, mara ke nnete.
Yeah,
It's
it's for
true.
any other reason not and like budget I said dumela and like kunya ke budget for ke no bjala ho ka tshwara intši mosuki o bono
And then it
Ke
comes
batho-
back sa blame wa Biala for
Oh,
di-floppers
listen,
tsa
you go ira dialogue and you go conclude. When are so we
And then
go go laola.
ene le bjala gape
Lennox o tlo tsa le brasta o ka ide.
mathata ke
So,
mathata
Maxhosa ke problem.
Ya ke le moile.
a ba paletse mošefane sdutla na phela jisa mošefane Net na kwa iteng nyo go botsa tshutso ngwe ya hae.
If nako e fedile ba ile re fetile.
Wa itse bola a te ke rile Sfuba. Wa itse tabala.
Ba ile banyana ba.
Ciao.
Ejo computer tsa
Jo nna a ke na flopo le bjala ne mara mathata ga le teng a teng jo a ona ntho e tla changeng unless wena mathata ga wa kere a se a bjala mara bjala bo o thusa gore o attende mathata a gago
Ai wa yaga.
awa nna ke botsa ka nna
Abu ma ke register ya.
ko botsa ka nna ka nteng
Lennox.
utlwa
Oh, sharp.
wait ne
wena ntatola go estela o kera ka lebotolo o thomo o bontsha masedi.
jo mara nagana re sa no bjala ro irang fetho Ruira.
Voroso mo fridge.
I wanna hana Sgebi go kitchen baby. No, my love. I want more than carrot, than tapol.
And it's not a bad thing.
Ki flop.
It's not a bad thing. Au mo. La bontshana.
Ke re baby maraka je kon tshuletse one piece.
Basadi ba bantši ba re bona ba nyake monna o se no bjala ba re monna o se no bjala o bala share.
One twara. Ke re baby mo ne hona le di biscuit tse 4. Why le tse 2 no? Ah, what you. Nna ke ra re nweng. A re ha di bjala ke flop. 7.7 ke problem.
Ke problem.
Ne? Mara. O ksalayo a re nweng.
Ko me mmereko ngwe itse ba re motho a re ke khupela yo ausma ke khupela dikuku tse 6 banna ba le busy ka di 3 foot khupela dikuku tse 6 le teng
Ke monna ona go.
Kuku tse 6.
Papa motho.
Guys,
Somebody's
okay,
father.
in closing, gents,
Somebody's husband.
I just think that we need better consumption of it. Understand? In a sense that, Joe, why talk at from an early age, grab these collections of the wine and everything, but they know how to consume it. And it's not all white people. There's white people who are alcoholics because and the more you have of it, and it's the more that you are going to have an impact of it. Newton's third law of motion. When you abuse it, it abuses you. You understand? Yeah.
You.
So that's my thing, Kaviala. At the end of the day, we need better consumption of the alcohol part in order for us to achieve certain things. So understand?
Why one and three bjala be di go di audience are.
Yeah.
Or so conversation le bjalo
So I think we need to also address our issues.
gift ka re hene o ka re ne ba ka traisa di camera tse ba bona di audience ka mko go le motho ka jo ga re ne re ba betha ka tseno
Yeah,
Go
no,
ntse so.
we were addressing a very sensitive issue, and I think Majita Monday. That's how we're supposed to be.
Sfuba.
And we're closing the show. You, Omega Ngan, just close
It's like a problem.
Understand? We're closing the show. Exe ke Majita Monday ke le forestana bliner ka mo Blom go nel mafia se le tlhaileng la itse re tshwere chicken engwe deseri ra ga mkhorinya kang live and let live hacks makutsumela
Sax.
gore o kgone go bolela English English a shi yona 80 rand